live on Facebook. I am live. I think we're live. Yeah, we're good. I am live with the lovely Vanessa Joy. Vanessa, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's my honor.
Yeah, well, it is an honor to have you here and to talk about your journey and your experience in the MRA and even before, because you have been coaching for a while now, and you have built a really beautiful business for yourself, with a really unique market that I can't wait to talk about.
Thank you.
But Vanessa, can we start this interview by you just talking about what led you here?
Of course. So what led me to the MRA and coaching?
Yeah.
I had like a pretty classic career in digital marketing. I was working in different type of corporations and different type of companies as well, doing really well for myself in marketing and digital marketing. And I always had this pull in helping people. It was always this pull of people would gravitate around me and would speak very easily about what was on their mind or on their hearts. And I would have not necessarily the answers, but I would love having that conversation and that guidance. And through my life, I would have like a naturopath, an osteopath, a healer that I would call, my esthetician, different people with different backgrounds that would come and give me a lot of tips, even financial tips from my aunt, who's a financial advisor. And I would be very interested in all of that. And I would love to learn all this knowledge and repurpose it, share it with people around me. And at one point in 2020, in May around, I was like, I would love to do something about helping people live their best lives. And I felt like this trifecta of money, health, and love, like self-love specifically, was like a really beautiful way to start, because I was doing this investment class. I was reading a lot of self-growth books, and then I was having a lot of health practitioners help me as well in my own health. So I was like, okay, let me do that. And I had this pull around coaching. I kind of knew what it was. I had heard of it, and I was following Diana at the time, Diana Iskander, who is an alumni of the MRA. And so I was doing my YouTube thing on the Joy Talk, focusing on money, health, and love. And last year around this time, I had reached out to Diana to have some coaching with her, like for her to coach me. And we embarked on this journey. It was an 8-month coaching journey. And then I was like, whoa, that is what coaching is. And I felt the shift month after month, session after session. And I was like, okay, this is what I would love to bring as value to the world, is like bringing people to their highest potential, bringing them to see what they're capable of by just coaching them through that. And she had mentioned to me she had gone to the MRA school. And then I reached out to you, instant connection. I was like, this is the school I have to do. This is where I want to go. And through that, so I embarked on this journey. And then something called me, and where I was like, I was seeing a lot of men gravitate around me, not in a professional way, in terms of like, they needed a space to grow. They wanted to feel safe into sharing what they needed, what they didn't need, and they didn't have a place or platform to go to. And I told myself, okay, there's 3 men that came to me with this. Taryn I had the day of, we had this call, our introduction call to sign up for MRA. I was like, this is the shift. I want to do men's coaching. And then I decided to embark full on to do men's coaching, and here we are.
Wow. So, yeah.
Wow. That was a lot of ramble, but
so one thing that really just stood out to me with what you said was, your experience with Diana and that 8-month container.
Yes.
And you said, wow, this is what coaching is.
Yes.
I feel like there are so many misperceptions, because, there's so many misperceptions about what coaching is, and even how people practice coaching.
Absolutely.
So what would you say was the shift for you? What was it about the professional coaching that Diana was able to deliver that was different for you, or that kind of gave you that aha moment, is like, this is what coaching really is?
That's such a good question. I went into the sessions with Diana, and sometimes people will assume that coaching is someone giving you the tools. Like, here's this handbook. You're going to get better at life now. Just go apply this. And it was totally not what that perception was. It was really her coaching me and me finding these answers within me and kind of unlocking a key, a door every time we were coaching together. And she was just asking me powerful questions, guiding me to where I wanted to go, and questions that I would have never asked myself. They don't lay around in my head or anything like that. And it was just so powerful. And I saw that the potential laid within me, but I needed like that mentorship. I needed that coach to help me unlock that. So that was a big shift when I was seeing that growth come in, but it being from inside, it was really magical.
And that is how true change and transformation happens. It is from within. It is not someone outside of you saying, do this, this, and this, and these are the changes you need to make, and this is the way you need to think. And that's the biggest misperception I see about coaching, is that so many people think that that's what coaching is. And it is, that doesn't even scratch the surface.
Nope.
Right? It like you said, like, to be mirrored and to be held whole, and to have someone help you access the inner resourcefulness and the inner gems and like jewels of wisdom within you, that is mind-blowingly powerful.
I love how you put that. It just gave me shivers.
Yeah. And I love that you are bringing this to men.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have such a, traditionally the MRA, as you know, has been a school for people who identify as women. But more and more, we're actually feeling the pull to open this, I know, to come 2022, but to open this up to men, because men need this.
Absolutely.
So tell me about the kind of men that you help and where they are on their journey for them to be in a position to be open enough and willing enough to receive your support. What does that look like?
I love how you said open enough, because that's a really important keyword. You have, as a man, the men that I'm serving right now and the men who are even gravitating on my page, they are self-aware. They're aware of themselves, and they're aware that they may not be in a space where they're at their best. So some men will, and even women, but now since I'm speaking to that niche, some men will in a difficult way admit that there's potential for them, or they'll find it hard for them to admit and speak of their feelings or emotions and where they are. And the men I serve are also, they have their barriers, but they're ready. They're ready to be open. They're ready to open up. They're ready to receive some knowledge, receive some coaching, and they're also ready to ask themselves powerful questions. So the men that I'm serving right now are men between 30 to 45 who have great careers, who are maybe stuck in some careers. They're stuck in a relationship or not sure of their relationships. They're fathers as well. So really, I would love to say the classic man, but the everyday man. It's almost that in that way. It's like the everyday man who is an amazing man, but maybe the everyday lives and responsibilities that they hold is kind of washing them away in their amazingness in a way.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And so you coaching them is helping them to like kind of orient back towards what's already there. This amazingness inside of them.
Exactly. And a lot of times they will tell me, like a lot of people who have this misconception of coaching, oh, I didn't think this was coaching.
Yeah.
I didn't feel Much better. Oh, they see the breakthroughs. And I think also creating a safe space for them. Sometimes in relationships, men will have a partner who also needs to do some work. And when they share their vulnerability or share what they're feeling, the partner may take that on to
Yeah.
themselves and think that it's almost against them, but it's
Yeah.
not. They're just trying to share. And so having that safe space, I see how important that is for men as well.
Yeah. What a good point.
Yeah.
Right. What an awesome point. So, Vanessa, for anyone watching this who is resonating and wanting to learn more about the work that you're doing, how could they find you?
Yes, the best way to find me with my latest work and videos is on Instagram. So it's called the
You've
Joy
got
Talk on Instagram.
amazing videos on
Thank
Instagram.
you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I cut you off there. Go
No, no,
ahead.
it's okay. I love creating. That piece of my brain is always creating. And yes, so on Instagram would be the best way. And in my link tree, there's either if you want to book us an appointment, a one-on-one, see the videos on YouTube, because there are interviews as well with different men from different categories and different fields that also come on the show to answer a few questions, and then the IGTVs as well.
Awesome. So I'm going to link your Instagram
Yes.
handle in this so
Awesome.
that people can visit you.
Thank you.
So Vanessa, we have a cohort coming up in a couple weeks, and we have a lot of people who, you know, one of the biggest things that we hear in our discovery calls is, you know, women with this great desire to serve. And they're usually, like you said, the go-to people for their people.
Yes.
I think that is such a distinction and if you are the go-to person for your people, you know, there's a reason you are that person. There's a reason you're attracting people.
Absolutely.
You know, you might get people who say, I've never told anyone this, or I don't know why I'm telling you all of this, or right, you're that magnet. And they're wondering if like they could even make this a career, if they could make coaching a career. And you have very quickly. And I'm wondering if you have any words of wisdom that you would like to offer anyone with this dream.
I would really say follow your intuition, follow the pull, follow the whispers. Terence says this best: if it terrifies your mind and stirs your soul, go for it. I was in a position where the 9 to 5 comfortable, cushy job with all the benefits. And if you have a purpose that is higher than yourself, bring that legacy to the world. We need this, and bringing value through growth is such an amazing gift that you can leave for generations, and it has generational impact. And do it in the way that feels right to you. I just want to say, just effing do it, like really effing do it, but really take the time and assess how your soul feels. If it's scary, but it really has a pull in terms of your purpose, go for it, because you can't replace that feeling. That feeling doesn't go away. That feeling doesn't shred. Maybe the time is not now, but maybe the time is now. So whatever you do, listen to the whispers, follow the purpose, because life is greater than just what we do. And the more we give, the more vibrations we give in terms of goodness and in terms of power and love to the world, it has an impact. So follow that.
I love how you say it has a generational impact.
Absolutely.
It's bigger. It
It's
is bigger than you. It is bigger than me. It is all of us collectively. It's bigger, and it does have that generational impact.
It does, absolutely.
Vanessa, thank you so much for coming on and for sharing your story and sharing your wisdom. Again, if anyone is interested in learning more about the work that Vanessa's doing, I'm going to post her details there. And if anyone is interested in learning more about becoming a coach, or even dipping your toes in the process of becoming a coach and joining our next round of practitioner training, I would love to chat with you about it. Thank you so much, Vanessa.
Thank you for having me.